the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They run it here with Thompson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. Finding room inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Ryan on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal. Here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Smith now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. A shotgun snap for Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. To the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On second down, here's Ryan. The 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow. Eddie, Eddie. I said. Yellow. Tiger. I said.
From the gun, here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and his guys will set up shop at midfield. Big boys snagging one. You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Hey, go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
20.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And here come the Redskins now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Orange. Hey, back up.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Front. Liz. I said.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Regular. Alert. Tiger. Hey, back up.
Now Thompson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Eddie!
They'll run for it with Marshall. Able to push his way through. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On first down, it's Smith. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Smith now to throw again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Eddie! 15. Tiger! Lock!
Out of the gun, Smith. And that's incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
I said, let's go, team! I said.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The Redskins send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On third down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 33-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And some room to run now. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Smith going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Listenby, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the teetering.
Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on. The defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll run with Thompson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because, for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Here's Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
To throw on second down. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready. 319. 319. Z.
Here's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Doug Pedersen's guys come up empty here on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. This is Coleman. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Coleman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, here's Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Redskins on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Slow. Slow. Z.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Throwing now is Gino. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Left. Go.
Now Ryan on first down. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Workmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
after the penalty, it's Smith. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Z.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. 3rd and long, it's Smith. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Colby Listenby, 93 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And here now come the Falcons. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This a 43-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even